Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is PMukku. Today we are going to discuss submarine. How it will work, types of submarines, issues and controversies, conclusion, and so on. Introduction. What is a submarine? A submarine is a type of watercraft that is designed to operate underwater. It is typically used for military or scientific purposes and is equipped with a variety of technologies, including propulsion systems, navigation and communication systems, life support systems, weapons, and sensors. The word submarine comes from the Latin word sub, meaning under, and mare, meaning sea, and refers to the fact that submarines operate beneath the surface of the water. A brief history of submarines. The history of submarines dates back to ancient times, with the first recorded use of a submarine-like vessel in 332 BC when Alexander the Great reportedly used a diving bell to inspect the underwater damage to his siege engines during the Siege of Tyre. However, modern submarines were first developed in the late 19th century. The first modern submarine was developed by the American inventor John Holland in 1898. Holland's design used a gasoline engine on the surface and an electric motor when submerged, and had a range of about 20 miles. The U.S. Navy purchased Holland's submarine in 1900 and went on to develop its own submarine program. During World War I, submarines played a significant role in naval warfare, particularly in the Battle of the Atlantic. German U-boats sunk many Allied ships, causing significant losses of personnel and material. The use of submarines in warfare continued to evolve during World War II, with both the Allies and the Axis powers developing more advanced submarine technologies. In the post-war period, submarines continued to be developed for both military and civilian purposes. The advent of nuclear-powered submarines in the 1950s revolutionized submarine technology, allowing submarines to remain underwater for extended periods of time and travel greater distances. Today, submarines continue to be used for a variety of purposes, including military applications, scientific research, and exploration. Importance of submarines in warfare. Submarines are important in warfare for a number of reasons. One of the primary advantages of submarines is their ability to operate stealthily and remain hidden from the enemy. This allows them to launch surprise attacks on enemy vessels or shore targets, and to gather intelligence without being detected. Submarines are also highly effective at disrupting enemy supply lines and commerce. During both World War I and World War II, German U-boats sunk large numbers of Allied ships, causing significant damage to the enemy's ability to transport personnel and material. Another important advantage of submarines in warfare is their ability to carry and launch missiles with nuclear, conventional, or anti-ship warheads. This gives submarines a significant amount of firepower and makes them an effective tool for strategic deterrence and power projection. In addition, submarines are highly effective at gathering intelligence, both through the use of onboard sensors and by carrying special forces operatives to conduct reconnaissance or sabotage missions. Overall, submarines are a highly effective tool for modern warfare, offering stealth, mobility, firepower, and intelligence gathering capabilities that can be used to achieve a variety of military objectives. Types of submarines. There are several types of submarines, each with different capabilities and purposes. Here are some of the most common types. Attack submarines. These submarines are designed to locate and attack enemy ships and other submarines. They are usually armed with torpedoes, missiles, and other weapons. Ballistic missile submarines. These submarines are designed to carry and launch intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. They are often referred to as boomers and are a critical component of a country's nuclear triad. Cruise missile submarines. These submarines are designed to launch cruise missiles, which can be used to attack ground targets or ships at sea. They are often used for precision strikes against enemy targets. Diesel-electric submarines. These submarines are powered by diesel engines on the surface and electric motors when submerged. They are typically smaller and quieter than nuclear-powered submarines and are often used for coastal defense and anti-submarine warfare. Nuclear-powered submarines. These submarines are powered by a nuclear reactor and can remain underwater for extended periods of time. They are usually larger and more powerful than diesel-electric submarines and are used for a variety of purposes, including attack, missile, and intelligence-gathering missions. Midget submarines. These are small, single or two-person submarines that are used for special operations, such as reconnaissance or sabotage. Overall, the type of submarine used depends on the mission and objectives of the Navy or organization that operates it. Components of a submarine. A submarine is a complex machine with many different components that work together to keep it operational. Here are some of the main components of a submarine. Hull. The hull of a submarine is the outer shell that provides the main body of the vessel. It is typically made of steel and is designed to withstand the pressure of being submerged at great depths. Propulsion system. The propulsion system of a submarine consists of engines, motors, and propellers that allow the submarine to move through the water. Diesel-electric submarines have diesel engines on the surface and electric motors when submerged, while nuclear-powered submarines have a nuclear reactor that powers steam turbines. Navigation and communication systems. Submarines have sophisticated navigation and communication systems that allow them to operate underwater and communicate with other vessels and shore-based command centers. Life support systems. Since submarines are designed to operate underwater for extended periods of time, they must have a variety of life support systems that provide oxygen, food, and water to the crew. This includes air conditioning, water purification, and waste management systems. Weapon systems. Submarines are equipped with a variety of weapon systems, including torpedoes, missiles, and guns. These weapons are used for self-defense and to attack enemy vessels or targets on land. Sensors. Submarines have a variety of sensors that allow them to detect and track other vessels and underwater obstacles. This includes sonar, radar, and periscopes. Ballast and trim systems. Ballast tanks and trim systems are used to control the buoyancy of the submarine, allowing it to submerge and surface as needed. Overall, the components of a submarine are designed to work together to allow the vessel to operate effectively and safely underwater for extended periods of time. Development and evolution of torpedoes. Torpedoes have a long history of development and evolution. The first torpedoes were manually propelled and had limited range and accuracy. Over time, torpedoes became more advanced, with improvements in propulsion, guidance, and warhead technology. Here is a brief overview of the development and evolution of torpedoes. Early torpedoes. The first torpedoes were developed in the late 19th century and were manually propelled by steam, compressed air, or hand-cranked propellers. These early torpedoes had limited range and accuracy and were difficult to control. Self-propelled torpedoes. In the early 20th century, self-propelled torpedoes were developed that used compressed air or gasoline engines to propel them through the water. These torpedoes were more accurate and had longer range than earlier models. Guided torpedoes. During World War II, guided torpedoes were developed that could be directed towards their target using wires or acoustic homing. These torpedoes were more accurate and could be used to attack submerged submarines. Nuclear torpedoes. In the 1950s, as the Soviet Union developed nuclear-powered torpedoes that could travel at high speeds and remain operational for weeks or months. These torpedoes were designed to be used as a doomsday weapon in the event of a nuclear war. Advanced torpedoes. In recent years, torpedoes have continued to evolve with the development of advanced technologies such as digital signal processing, advanced sensors, and improved guidance systems. These advances have made torpedoes more accurate, effective, and deadly. Overall, the development and evolution of torpedoes have played a significant role in the history of naval warfare, allowing submarines and surface ships to attack enemy vessels with greater accuracy and range. Today, torpedoes continue to be an important weapon in the naval arsenal, with many advanced nations investing heavily in their development and deployment. Advanced torpedoes. In recent years, torpedoes have continued to evolve with the development of advanced technologies such as digital signal processing, advanced sensors, and improved guidance systems. These advances have made torpedoes more accurate, effective, and deadly. Overall, the development and evolution of torpedoes have played a significant role in the history of naval warfare, allowing submarines and surface ships to attack enemy vessels with greater accuracy and range. Today, torpedoes continue to be an important weapon in the naval arsenal, with many advanced nations investing heavily in their development and deployment. Applications of torpedoes. Torpedoes are primarily used as underwater weapons for attacking enemy ships and submarines. They can be launched from surface ships, submarines, or aircraft, and are designed to detonate upon impact or in close proximity to the target. Here are some of the main applications of torpedoes. Anti-submarine warfare. ASW torpedoes are often used in ASW operations to detect and attack enemy submarines. Modern torpedoes are equipped with advanced sensors, such as sonar and acoustic homing, that allow them to track and target submerged submarines. Anti-surface warfare. ASW torpedoes can also be used to attack enemy surface ships. They are especially effective against slow-moving or stationary targets, such as cargo ships, tankers, or amphibious landing craft. Special operations. Torpedoes can be used in special operations missions, such as inserting or retrieving special forces personnel or equipment from shore. In this case, torpedoes can be modified to carry personnel or equipment, or to operate in shallow water. Mine countermeasures. Torpedoes can be used in mine countermeasures operations to locate and destroy enemy mines. In this case, torpedoes are equipped with special sensors and explosives that can be used to detonate mines from a safe distance. Training. Torpedoes can be used in training exercises to simulate real-world scenarios and test the skills of naval personnel. Training torpedoes are usually modified to be less dangerous and less expensive than live torpedoes. Special operations. Torpedoes can be used in special operations missions, such as inserting or retrieving special forces personnel or equipment from shore. In this case, torpedoes can be modified to carry personnel or equipment, or to operate in shallow water. Mine countermeasures. Torpedoes can be used in mine countermeasures operations to locate and destroy enemy mines. In this case, torpedoes are equipped with special sensors and explosives that can be used to detonate mines from a safe distance. Training. Torpedoes can be used in training exercises to simulate real-world scenarios and test the skills of naval personnel. Training torpedoes are usually modified to be less dangerous and less expensive than live torpedoes. Accidental explosions. Torpedoes are highly explosive and can pose a risk of accidental explosions. In the past, there have been instances where torpedoes malfunctioned or detonated prematurely, causing damage to the launching platform or nearby ships. Cost. Torpedoes are expensive to produce and maintain, and can consume a significant portion of a navy's budget. As naval technology continues to advance, the cost of developing and deploying torpedoes is likely to increase. Arms control. Torpedoes are considered a weapon of war and are subject to international arms control agreements, such as the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. However, there is concern that some countries may be developing torpedoes that could be used as weapons of mass destruction. Strategic stability. The use of torpedoes in naval warfare can affect strategic stability between countries, especially in regions where tensions are high. The deployment of submarines armed with torpedoes can be seen as a threat by neighboring countries and can lead to an arms race or other destabilizing actions. Overall, torpedoes are a powerful weapon system that can pose significant risks and challenges. As naval technology continues to advance, it is important for countries to consider the ethical and strategic implications of their use. Conclusion. In conclusion, torpedoes are a critical component of naval warfare and have been used for centuries to attack enemy ships and submarines. They have undergone significant technological advancements over the years, from early hand-cranked models to modern computer-guided torpedoes. Torpedoes have a wide range of applications, including anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, special operations, mine countermeasures, and training exercises. However, the use of torpedoes is not without controversy. They can cause collateral damage, pose a risk of accidental explosions, and consume a significant portion of a navy's budget. There are also concerns related to arms control and strategic stability, especially in regions where tensions are high. As technology continues to advance, it is important for countries to carefully consider the ethical and strategic implications of their use of torpedoes. While they are an effective weapon system, they must be used responsibly to avoid unnecessary harm to civilians, the environment, and international stability. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment.